So this is the forward hatch of the ship. I'm starting with the bow at the moment. So I'll see if I can look up. Oh, that's right. So if Titanic people know that this is actually the front part of the ship that fell very far away, it's actually really cool. And anyone who knows Titanic can see that this part of the ship is the very beginning of the wreck. Look at my submersible shaking up and down. But yeah, this is actually really cool. So I'll go back to the submersible, look up, call the drone back. So yeah, this is actually the very front of the ship, which is actually incredible. I'll move forward, get this thing back on. So today we're going to check out the bow of the Titanic, its wreck. So let's head over there now and have a look at this great ship. So it took me a while to figure out how to turn my microphone on my console, so apologies. So I'm going to show you guys the bow, the interior as well, only some of it, because the rest of it is actually very hard to get to as well. And the rest of the ship we'll check out through the submersible and RV as well. So please enjoy, leave comments below, subscribe, tell friends, and share with Titanic lovers all over the world. Thank you. This game was actually amazingly detailed when I got it. It was one of the most games I've ever thought I would never be able to see through VR, although I'm pretty sure VR would be pretty sweet as well. Alright, so here we are. We're coming up to the bow now. She's pretty close. I might have to go higher a little bit. And there she is, guys and girls. The Titanic herself in VR mode. Let me just check to make sure my lights are on. Actually, okay, so they are on. So, like my video before, where I ran around the entire ship, this is actually a lot more different because you guys can actually hear me. So we'll just go around, check out the starboard side. There's all the details of the ship on our little map here. Go down. Fortunately, you can't see the damage from the iceberg, which is a pity, but you could see of how amazingly detailed this ship is. So I give the people, the designers of this game, credits for amazing details. Always dreamed of seeing in real life, but playing a game that lets you see the Titanic is even more fun. Yeah, look at this. Big massive hole. So this is actually caused from the impact of when it hit the water. So in here is where the post used to be, which is amazing. The fact that this is all still intact is even more incredible. So if I go up a little bit, see the cracks and divots. This is just unbelievable. There's a crane. This is probably one of my most favorite parts of the ship, is actually just seeing all of this is just absolutely, I wouldn't say it's a dream like to play it in a game, but this is actually just incredible. A few things they're missing, like in the side ones here, you have like the supports, and in this one you don't see the supports at all, because in the pictures of the wreck, if you have a look, you'll see that the supports are still there. So this is actually where the captain's bathroom used to be. So I do a good thing. Oh, I apparently hit the ship, which is my bad. So let's go check it out. The lights on this thing are incredible. Look at that. The one lonely lifeboat rail thing. Lifeboat, sorry. I don't know if I can get in here, but I'll give it a shot. I'm fat and squishy. Oh no, here it is. Captain's bath. Captain's toilet. And this would be where the bridge would be. I just can't believe how much intense this would have been in real life. We'll check this all out later on, but I wanted to show you guys this. This is the one communication device that's still left that they use to order more speed to the ship. There's another lifeboat supporter. Here's the mask. I'm actually amazed that my submersible is actually able to get all this, to be honest. Back to the sub. Alright, so let's just go up and down the ship. So we'll keep going by this side. Unfortunately, I don't know how to scroll forward in this game to get like a really good detailed view. So I do apologize, because in my videos, if you've watched them before, of my explores of the wreck, I was able to go forward and back. Sadly, I can't do this in this, because this is on my PS, on my controller, and the one in my other game was from my PC. So we're actually getting to the separation part of the ship now. We're actually about to start heading down now. The poor damage this thing had to go through. So we'll start heading down as well. So I want to try and get as much as I can for you guys, for the viewers. So I might just do the bow today in a live, and then I might do the stern later on, because it's actually a really big ship. I'm gonna hit the seafloor, aren't I? Oh, there's the seafloor. So my knowledge about the Titanic is pretty limited, but I've done a lot of obsession at the Titanic. So here are the boilers that survived. There's a few little davits there. It's just amazing. You can see how well detailed all is, all the rust as well. Amazingly detailed. Excuse me. So as I head up now, I'm gonna follow just like I said, I'll go follow all the ship as best as I can for you guys. So if you know anyone who likes the Titanic, please share this along. subscribe to my channel and leave comments. I'm always down to. If you guys see my videos, please comment below as well. Here we go. So I'm doing as much as the ship as I can at the moment. No, I hit the ship, sorry about that. Coming to the port side now. So you see what I mean about the other side? How the supports are there, but on the other side on this side they're there, but on the other side they're not. So a few little kinks in the game. There's a jellyfish there. Here's some fencing. We check out the anchors now. You can see how really dug up it is from the bow. So we'll check it out through the ROV. Oh, it's still here. I think I must have forgot to call it back. So I'm at the crane on the other side. I can actually see my submersible, so I'm gonna try and go to it now. I should keep an eye out for the ship in case I run into it. Oh, there it is. Sorry, this is taking so long. This really is fantastic. So I'm trying to get to this anchor so I can show you guys a really good view of it. So this is how far it's dug up. It's dug all the way up to the anchor. And like the bows, all parts of it are more dug in, which is just unbelievable. So this thing hit the ground pretty hard to be dug up this far. Like to think people used to stand right here and it's dug halfway in, or much more deeper. Like How's that for a view? That's a pretty good view of the bow right there. I see a fish. We'll go back out. So that's pretty much half of the ship I've just showed you all. So here's the bow at the best I can get. I'll try and put my angle a bit more better so we can get like a whole very good detailed view of the wreck itself from the bow. There we go. I think this used to be able to float and sail. It's just unbelievable. Alright, let's get back out here. Let's call this back. We'll go pick it up, and then we'll go through the top of the part of the ship. We'll go to the top part of the ship now. Alright, here we go. So we'll go over the ship. Over everything. Anchor points. So here's that. Pardon me. So this is the hatch I showed you guys before. This is actually what that lid was for. So yeah, that's where that lid used to be, and now it's all the way back at the very front of the ship. So here's the mast that snapped back, crow's nest, the compartments in the middle, the two cranes that survived the impact. Just watching this, just playing this is actually really a really good thing. So I'll go over. More fish. The first funnel. This is where the funnel used to be. So we'll go ahead and check that out on the UV. The very first funnel that collapsed when it went down. Go back. Call the UV back. That's right there. No. I accidentally hit the ship. Unfortunately, I can't scroll forward, which is really sucky. So here's the grand staircase. I keep hitting the ship, so I do apologize. Oh, it's not the real thing, so it should be alright. So here's where the second funnel used to be. I'm trying to get low enough so I can actually get a really good view. It's kind of hard with all these like structures in the top. I have to turn around. Ah, okay, so this is where we are. So this is where the ship will stop. This is where the ship broke up now. So I'll do this backwards now. Try and get as much as I can. This is where so this is the breakup part itself. So this is where the third funnel would be. All the compartments that got flattened after it hit the ocean floor. Now we're back to the boilers, so we'll head back up, head to the grand staircase. I'll take you guys inside, and we'll head back for the bow for one more look, and then yeah. If you guys really enjoyed this game, please give a like, and if you want to see part 2, which would be the stern section, please send me a message on here. If you like the video, please like and comment and subscribe. Thank you. Alright, here we are at the grand staircase. I'm going to try and get as low as I can so I can really dip the light in there, because this is actually really hard to see in. Okay, how did I get here? So there's actually really is this thing. The thing about this part is there's 2 places that I like to come here to see for myself. So this is A deck. We're looking for E deck. I don't know if this is it. No. E deck. Is it? And D deck. Here she is. Look at this piano. Well made in the game. Should we play it? Dun 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 dun. Windows still intact, which is really cool. Okay, so let's go check out the last place, which is right down below. The missions in this game are also pretty cool as well. Like, you get to do little add-ons to your submarine and even to your RV. So this is really cool. And you don't have to have VR to play this. You can just play it normally with your controller. And on PC you can also use your mouse and other things. So this is really dope. I really like this. This is the bath area. Look at it. This is so good. Look at the tiles. Like, so that in videos I've seen of people who have gone down in the ship, which is actually kind of sad because I wish they would stop, because, well, 5 people have now died in this where the ship is. But this is the most probably room that's going to survive the most, because it's all just tiles. And even in the game, it's well preserved. And this is amazing. So good. This is probably my most favorite room in the whole ship of the game. But my favorite part has to be the bow. I don't know why, but it's just like a good feeling. Like, the bow is probably the only thing that survived the most terrifying thing of its life. Not that I actually live, so I do apologize. But this is actually a really good game. Like, even looking up that's just amazing. For chasing 2 jellyfish. So I'll get out of this. I'll call it back. So we'll head to the bow of the ship and take it from there. I had to turn around because I don't know exactly where I am. Like, I know I'm on the ship, but it's hard to tell exactly where it is. Okay, so this is where I am. Thank God for this little crane. So if I turn around here, I should be where the anchor chain is. Yep. So now we'll just wait here for the RV to come back. But this is a really amazing game. Like I said, this game is actually really, really detailed, full of information. The campaign's pretty good as well. If you know anyone who enjoys the Titanic, this is probably the best thing to do to play the game. To be honest, I've watched a lot of TikTok videos about people trying to bring this back up or preserve it, which I think is probably wrong, because if you've seen recent pictures of the ship, it's actually deteriorating pretty quickly. And based on what I've heard, is that the ship doesn't have much longer before it's completely gone. So, and trying to convince people not to go down and disturb the ship is actually really hard, because we all know people aren't going to listen to other people, and they do what they want to do. And I do admit that, yes, preserving the ship would be amazing, but in doing that, they're disturbing the wreck and also the people that lost their lives during this most tragic night when the ship struck the iceberg and sank. And to see this in a game is just unbelievable. Like, I couldn't even imagine the people back in the day who had to go through this, and even those who survived, like the stories they had to tell. But seeing with your own eyes, like even probably seeing the real ship in real life would be amazing. But the fact that it's this far below the surface of the water, this is just probably more incredible than seeing the real wreck itself. We'll try and get this RV and see where it is. Oh, it's not too far away. So this is actually a really good view of the bow. I'm right over it. So this is actually a spare anchor. I've been told that the ship actually had 5 anchors, which is really incredible. The fact that the ship had 5 incredible anchors to take this whole thing around is actually incredible. The lock chain's still on the anchor, so that won't drop. This is probably I've dreamed of seeing Titanic in real life since I saw the movie, but playing it is just unbelievably more better than probably seeing the real. So this is amazing. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate, comment. Like I said, if you want, share this with your friends. Anyone who knows the Titanic as well, please show them my videos. And if you really want to see part 2, I don't know why I did that. If you want to see part 2, which would be the stern, please let me know. Yeah, and thank you guys for watching. appreciate what you guys do to. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just having too much fun. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching my live of Titanic, the wreck. Thank you very much. Have a good night.